It's money they used to use to cut coat according to size. Cut your coat according to your material. You cannot go and do wedding and start drinking garri the next day. You cannot go and do wedding and start drinking garri and fish or garri and groundnut. It doesn't work that way. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a good day to make a bride video. Like, it's a good day to make a bride video because I've been procrastinating making this video, and today I have finally decided to make this video, whether the devil likes it or not. In this video I might be looking down. Just know I'm just looking at my book here, and I just needed to sit down and think about the things I went through during my time, so I just put them down. And if I don't touch anything, just ask me in the comment section. I'll just answer you. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're a new subscriber and this is the first time you're coming across this face, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, today's topic would be the things you should know before your D-Day, like your best day. Like, the most happiest day of a woman's life is her wedding day, like that D-Day. As in, nobody should ever take your joy that day. You should be happy, you should smile and just enjoy it, because you only have one day to enjoy that day. It doesn't come again except you want to become, I didn't say nothing. So you have to enjoy that day. You have to be happy. You have to have positive vibes around you. Avoid anything that would make you angry that day. So before I dive into this video, if you haven't subscribed, please do that immediately, because I will be giving you hot gist. So as you all know, I got married. The people who know, actually, I got married June 1st 2019. And if you don't know, I planned my wedding myself. I was my own wedding planner. The gist of how I became my own wedding planner, I would be giving you a little of it, but not in depth. But if you want an in-depth video, if you are interested in a video about budgeting, planning your wedding, all that good stuff, please leave a comment at the comment section and I will do that for you, like right away. Make sense? Awesome. So in today's video, I want to talk about planning your wedding. It's two ways. You can either plan your wedding yourself or you get a wedding planner. And mind you, if you want to save yourself all the stress in this world, you should go for a wedding planner. The wedding planner takes away all the sleepless nights from you. Mind you, wedding planners differs from wedding planner. There are some wedding planner you sleep with one eye open and one eye closed, and there are some that you can just go and sleep and come. Which kind of rubbish is this now? Which kind of neighbor is this one? And come on that wedding day and just be a bride and just zanku and shark all the sharks and the bese or the bese. But if you cannot afford a wedding planner, it is not by force. You cannot come and go and die for nothing. You can plan your wedding yourself. Nobody says you can't plan your wedding yourself, but just know that sleep will leave this eye until the wedding, until the night of that wedding day, as in when the wedding finishes. You can plan your wedding and still get a fabulous wedding, like the wedding of your dream. You would even think it's a wedding. People will be like, who is your wedding planner? At the end of the day, the wedding planner is you. So if you want to know how to do that, keep watching. What you should know is, before you can plan your wedding, you should have a date. Without no date, there's no planning. There's no way you want to do. You can't plan for something that doesn't have a date. Like, you have to pen something down that this is the date. The first confusion most couples get into is the confusion of choosing a date. It's not really an easy task, because there are so many factors you need to consider before choosing a date. Your job first, your timing, your leave, your family members, when so and so will be around, as in the people you can't do without in your wedding. You must plan and put them in that plan. You get. So which is the first thing? Date. So don't forget that. Then the next thing you need to make provision for is hall. Once you pick a date, that is the only time you can get a hall. You can't go and look for a hall without knowing your date, because when you get to the hall people's place, the first thing they ask you is when is your date, and you can't go there looking all confused like a moron. So they work hand in hand, date then hall. When you have secured those two, then you can now start planning a wedding. Like, because all the other vendors are going to depend on these two things to work with you, e.g. your makeup artist, your cake vendor, your decorator. All the vendors will depend on your hall and your date to work with you. So these things, they work in sync and you can't jump the gun. Do you get? Mind you, if you say you can plan your wedding, you can. But if you say you cannot plan your wedding, you're also right. So it depends on you. My own time, I'll give you a brief story of mine of how I had to go through it, but this is just it. After choosing a date and choosing a hall, then there's one thing you have to keep in mind. You do not own yourself alone. If you're African or Nigerian, you understand what I mean by that. There are parties involved in your life, in the decision of your life before you can get married. So those parties, you have to start contacting them. You have to start contacting them, putting them in the know conversation, the ones you need to take wine to. You tell them even before Ivy comes ourselves. You also have to take note that there are parties involved in wedding planning. Now I'm not talking vendors now. I am talking about family members, groom side, bride side, bride and groom. You two cannot just decide when it comes to wedding planning. Both families have to come together and put their head together and decide on something. And as much as you have what you want to do, the other family also has what they have in mind, and you guys have to come together and reach an understanding that really makes sense to both parties. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And another important, without this point, every other thing we've said is gibberish, is budgeting. Trust me, you cannot come and go and die for nothing in Africa. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You cannot come and go and die. Like die. Cut your coat according to your material, not size. Oh, it's money they used to use to cut coat according to size. Cut your coat according to your material. You cannot go and do wedding and start drinking garri the next day. You cannot go and do wedding and start drinking garri and fish or garri and groundnut. It doesn't work that way. Ensure that if you budget this, trust me, if you say this is what you want to use for your wedding, let me see the magician that most times you use that amount and half on top again. That's if you are very prudent. Divide the amount you budgeted into two. That amount, then you add another half of it. That's what you use most of the time. That's if you are over prudent, because there's nowhere it's cast in stone that I must use it's bad, I must use 3.5 in Lagos. Depend on the kind of person you're also marrying. Like now, you cannot go and do wedding. You want grand entrance, you want helicopter to bring you down, or you want a car to come from underground and come up and you come out. All those things cost money, my sister, my brother. You cannot die. See, people that eat your rice that day, by the next day, they don't shit this rice, forget say they chop rice. Trust me, that's how bad it is. So that thing you have seen that you feel you are showing the world, like they go back, they go take, they go. The next day another person is bringing another type. then they will forget that you did one thing. In short, by the time your children even see the picture, then they'll be like, oh, those cool things. Do you understand? So you can't come and go and kill yourself for nothing. And you spend the whole money, oh, they won't spray you up to the money you have spent. So you have to cut your coat according to your size. Like, do what you can do. Don't kill yourself. Safety. Now you have to prioritize. The next step is to prioritize. You prioritize based on what is important and look at what is less important and focus on what is important first. Then whatever change is remaining, you can now look at that thing that, okay, you feel okay, let me just visit it. Later, I'm going to cite real life examples with my own wedding. So you have to prioritize your funds. You don't want to spend money on less important things and realize that there's no money to put on something that is very, very important. I don't know if you get me. Arguments. Oh my God. I don't pray for arguments, but you can't run away from it when it comes to wedding, because everybody has a picture of what they want in a wedding in their mind, and everybody wants to, I don't want to use the word impose it, everybody wants to suggest it. And you as a bride, you know what you want in your wedding. You know what you want to see in your wedding. Like, I want this, I want that, this should be like this, this should be like. Meanwhile, your husband is planning, this should be like this, that should be like that. They cannot be more than this because he's the one spending the money most of the times. And your parents is saying, meeting people, that one. And you're like, please, I don't want this. So there's bound to be argument, especially between the parties involved, which is the wife and the husband, like the bride and the groom. If you hear some stories, they will fight. That some people will say, in short, I'm not marrying again. They say, like, oh, they'll marry you. In short, some people like, so this part of you is here, so you have been pretending. Hey, you have been pretending all this while. This one be like, so don't be thing. Oh Jesus. Some people even call off their wedding at this stage, this argument stage, where people cannot agree on a thing. Mine was caterer. My husband agreed on so many things, but the caterer became the problem. Oh my God. My husband, we both agreed on so many things. Maybe he brought it, we both agreed on so many things. But you see that caterer, more, I say I go die there. I go die there. Now, nobody. My husband was like, But long and story short, I'll still gist you guys. Then prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. The devil used to work that time. People will give you different suggestions. Do this, do that. How many of them are happy for you? That's the question. 2, the devil does not like marriage. You see that? He likes to bring single people together so that they will do rubbish. But when they now want to come together and be permanent, now lie. But the thing is, you have to pray. Your family members have to pray for you and your husband, as in, so that day will be successful. There will be no disappointment. There will be no failure of any sort. So that is why prayer is very, very important. Hand over everything to the hands of God, so that everything will just be moving smoothly. Now to the video of the day. How did I plan my wedding? So if you enjoy this viewpoint of mine, if you want me to make a video on how I plan my wedding, put it below and I'll make the video for you immediately. But if you love this video, give it a thumbs up, like this video, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video.